Paleo MG. So Paleo MG, like, oh my God, pretty great. She was a blogger that I think she's also into the CrossFit too. I don't think she's still writing new recipes, but she's got a ton out there you can check out. But this was one of my favorite recipes. This is my go-to recipe anytime I can kind of make a meat dish. So what we're going to use is 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. I prefer grass-fed ground beef. It's a little bit healthier, but way more expensive than the traditional ground beef. So we're going to make our what she calls a meatza. I'm calling it a meatloaf because it's basically a meatloaf. It's just basically packing the 2 pounds together in a casserole dish, glass casserole dish. Bake it for 15 minutes so it's mostly cooked all the way through. While that's going, we're going to cook ground turkey. You can use ground turkey or ground chicken. The recipe calls for ground chicken. I use ground turkey because I find that usually more often than I use ground turkey because I find that more often than ground chicken. Some garlic, some imitation Frank's Red Hot seasoning that I buy from Aldi. It's even cheaper than Frank's, but Frank's tastes a little bit better. And then we're going to take sweet potatoes, which you've had an aerial view of a few times already today because of me working with the camera. So we're going to cut that up, soften it up, season it all up, and the sweet potatoes and the ground turkey and the garlic just make magic in your mouth. It's freaking beautiful. So you make that up, and then you put this ground meat and sweet potatoes on top of the cooked ground beef, and then you throw it in there and let the flavor simmer for another 5 to 10 minutes or so. Put some more Frank's Red Hot on there, and then you just have this big meatza or loaf of meat with more meat on top of it. It's pretty great. So one thing I forgot to do is I'm going to grab the casserole dish and grab the ground beef. So it'll be like 4 seconds. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, thank you. It is. It's really good. It's a very simple recipe, and I mean, if you like garlic and you like onion powder, because those are the things that just make it magical. It's putting those two things together with the sweetness of sweet potatoes and the just the meatiness of the meat. Whatever. So let's see. Go ahead and cut this up. So this is the brand I use. Simply Nature. It's from Aldi's. It's the cheapest grass-fed ground beef I can find. So I live here in the Midwest where beef's definitely a thing. We raise a lot of cows in the Midwest. Not me personally, but other people do. And, try not to lose a finger on camera. So ground beef's definitely a thing here. Now, I live in Iowa, and the grass-fed beef, I don't know, phenomena or whatever you want to call it, popularity isn't as much here because we raise corn-fed beef. The reason why I do grass-fed beef, it's supposed to be a little bit healthier, supposedly. For those of you that believe in the GMOs and all that stuff, which I kind of believe a little bit. You might want to read up on that. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but essentially it talks about how corn has so many chemicals, and it's not really, maybe not necessarily chemicals, but it's not naturally, I don't know, I don't want to say it completely wrong, but essentially it's not so natural, I guess, to say it in a very vague way that I can say without probably making up lies, but essentially it's it's maybe not so good for you because maybe our body hasn't learned to produce maybe some of the chemicals or the type of structure that is in corn. So grass-fed, I think, is healthier, mainly kind of because of that, because you're eating natural grass as opposed to corn. So we got our 2 pounds of beef in here. Now we just need to season it. We're going to season it with oregano, parsley, and basil, and then we'll use some salt and pepper as well. Just a tablespoon of each of the greens. I'm going through this on memory too because my laptop also is not telling me the recipe. which is a good thing I reviewed it right before this. But I probably made this recipe close to 30, 40, 50 times. It's so good. Also, just throw some salt and pepper on here too. I don't think it had specific measurements for it, which is good because I don't want to really measure it. Sprinkle that on there. Some salt. Just a good amount of salt. That's what that measurement is called. All right. So you've never made meatloaf before, who cares? Meatloaf's one of my favorite things as a kid growing up. Now, a traditional meatloaf would actually, I'm not going to use crackers or breadcrumbs or any eggs to bind this. And I think that's why the author of this recipe calls it a meatza more so than a meatloaf. Because generally you would have eggs or like breadcrumbs or saltine crackers, and that would bind this together and really make it, I don't know, kind of give it its shape and some firmness and make it all stick together. This is just using the meat itself and just packing it down like a flat hamburger, essentially, with lots of freedom and deliciousness on top. Okay, we got everything together here. So now we're just gonna mash this all up here. I'm not gonna change the camera around, so you'll just have to believe me on it, but you can see a little bit of our meat here. Let me turn on this light. I feel like this light would be a little bit better. Maybe not. Yeah, can't really see it. Fail, fail, fail. We'll learn to cook someday. We'll learn to cook on video. So essentially I'm just gonna pack all these things. You'll just have to trust that I washed my hands before this. You guys trust me? Even if you don't trust me, I mean, you're not gonna eat it. It's gonna be me that gets sick, but I don't usually get sick very often, so should be fine. Okay, so essentially all I'm doing is I'm just smashing the meat together, trying to mix up all the goodness, all the seasonings that we just put together. And then once we get that, we're just going to flatten her out. And so again, like I said, with a normal meatloaf, you would put eggs and you'd have breadcrumbs or whatever to help bind it all together. And you'd actually usually probably put it in a bread loaf pan, and you'd pack it in, and it'd be round, and it'd actually have vegetables inside of it. You know, you could put vegetables in here, but you could also not, and that's what I'm doing. I like veggies, but I really don't just sick of cutting them for the most part, although I will be cutting sweet potatoes. So I really don't have an excuse to not put vegetables in this dish. Other than the fact that, I mean, you really pack this meat down so that it just makes a nice flat layer. So it would be kind of weird to put veggies in this as a quote meatza crust. Okay. Alright, so I'm just flattening out, making it look pretty here. And then we're going to bake this we're just going to bake it for however long it takes us to finish the topping. Because you could cook it too long, but that never happens with me. But it recommends 15 minutes. It'll probably be longer than that here. Okay, so throw it in the oven. You can see here, I packed it all in. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. All right, boop. All right, that's in there. I mean, my hands are really meaty, but it'll probably take forever for me to wash them. So we're just gonna make a mess. So now, what we got here is I'm gonna cut these sweet potatoes. There we go, you can actually see those. Hands are super fatty, awesome. This is not the right knife for the job. Throw that away. Oh, I know. There we go. This is a good knife for the job here. Although, really, yeah, and you really want a flat surface, but for science and for entertainment, I do want to show you me cutting it. So I'm going to cut it long ways like this, as you can see, and then I'm going to cut up there. Fatty hands. I just caught that before it went away there. Yeah, this is really probably. I'm gonna get the heat going here on the. Try to wash my hands a little bit. Great. Hey, Avista, how you doing today? We're just getting started making some meatloaf, or Meatzza. This is only my second cooking IRL stream. I'm trying a different thing. Hey, Kona Savage. Hey, I'm not in Florida, Kona. I am in Iowa. Hey, Alec, how you doing? Oh my God, it's like the Slissa 8 team here. I love it. Thank you guys for joining. I'm just washing the meat fat off my hands, as you know we're all prone to do. I'm doing well. It's a Sunday fun day. Making some meatloaf. Can't wait to eat it. Just decided to actually wash my hands. Oh, no, I'm not in Florida actually, but I'm in Iowa. So snowboard definitely makes sense in Iowa. Probably would not make sense in Florida. Maybe the Panhandle. So let me see. I think I got all the fat off my hands, so we're good now. So the reason why I was running water is because with the fat, it's dry, and sometimes you need some hot water to like kind of melt the fat off of your hand. It sounds awesome, I know, but I wanted to do that because otherwise it's just slipping, and you know I've had stitches in my hand before for cutting my my hand, and don't want to do that on camera. Well, welcome Avista from the UK. We have a couple of UK viewers that hang out with me normally when I'm playing Hearthstone, but you know, I'm just kind of getting into the IRL cooking realm, occasionally on Saturdays and Sundays on the weekends, because I am a part-time streamer. Self-harm against, yeah, that's right, it is against terms of service. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't want to violate those. I mean, yeah, so how's everybody's Sunday going though? And thank you guys for welcoming to Vesta. You guys are just such a great crew, all of you. I mean, I'm just #blessed to have you guys hang out with me. I really appreciate it. So I'm cutting sweet potatoes into super small chunks so they actually cook quicker. You know, because if you were to just throw this in there, you know, that heat would have to like get all the way into here, and it would take forever. And really, what would happen is the outside edges would just burn up before this actually softens up. Sweet potatoes have a good amount of water in them, as do most, you know, things that come from the ground actually. So it really, they're pretty dense too. So probably that's more the case for why they're harder to soften up. But they are hard to soften up. So what we're gonna do is once we get all these butchered up, and as you can see, my laptop's still having a migraine. Well, maybe you can't see it, but my laptop is still having a migraine. And one thing I will mention is I did wash these and scrub these before the show started, so don't worry about that. I think even some would actually probably, whoop, 5 second rule. 1, 2, wow, that one's gone forever. That was a pretty big chunk too. Holy crap. Guys, I did my first magic trick. That piece of sweet potato just like vaporized once it hit the ground. Yes, I love sweet potatoes. Hey, Lemon Drops, how you doing? It ran. It probably did. It should have ran. That was an evolved sweet potato. It knew that it was going to be cooked, and it tried to run out and make a new life for itself. So that's good. That's a good call out there. I think you're right on that one. I mean, I regularly drop. Yeah, it's lost forever. It's fallen to the void. Yeah, I regularly drop stuff on the ground, but I don't usually lose it. So yeah, that'll show up someday. That's well past the 5 second rule, so it is gone. When I find it someday, when I sell the house, it'll probably be well past the 5-year rule. Wouldn't need it. Wouldn't need it, guys. All right, so I actually bought now the recipe that I will eventually share with you someday. I hope. Man, this computer's hot garbage. Really just calls for 1 sweet potato, but I bought 2, and I like sweet potatoes. So oh, shoot. Let me see if I can get chat. There we go. Yeah, heard Evolve, we're playing Shaman today, boys. I know I threw the Evolve poke in there. So my favorite, Alex says, my favorite style of sweet potatoes is when you put marshmallows and a little brown sugar on top. Yeah, that's right, I said marshmallows. Yeah, it's I know that's the way most people like to eat sweet potatoes. I've had that a little bit, but not a lot. I remember as a kid I didn't like sweet potatoes, and so that's the way a lot of times they were prepared. I do enjoy sweet potatoes a lot, but I really don't make them as much as I used to. But I'll buy one, and I would wrap a paper towel and some water and just throw it in the microwave for, I think it's usually between 7 to 9 minutes, and steam it and eat it. Eat it with a little bit of ketchup on it, like a sweet potato fry. I also enjoy making sweet potato fries. So good. Too good. All right, so I'm making a lot of extra sweet potatoes because I'm an adult and I can. This is going to be a lot of sweet potatoes for this, but it's all right. We win. How has anybody else had sweet potatoes? Anybody really like sweet potatoes? We heard Alex's favorite rendition. I'd like to hear more of yours. Microwave is the best friend, yeah. I know there's probably a world where it's not maybe the healthiest thing in the world, but you know, it's so convenient, it's so nice. I use the microwave all the time. I have some friends that don't use a microwave, and I'm like, that's good on you. I can't do it. It's good as a mash, but half and half with potato. Hey, I found the potato, guys. It was literally under my foot, so I don't know. I really do think it was running. I think you're right on that. You don't like sweet potatoes, lemon drops? Yeah. I mean, it's not for everybody. It is a unique taste, but I really enjoy them. Especially, I mean, the way I season them with this onion powder and garlic powder. Oh my God. It's a mighty gasm right there. Right. So this is in the UK. See, I think, Alec, you're in the US. I'm trying to remember where everybody's at here. I apologize. Who cares? You're in the US, right? And I apologize if I get that wrong, too. I really want to know learn where everybody's from. It just usually takes me, you know, several times just to kind of see the name and you know, see your location and the such over time. So yes, I know I get the mighty gasm. Texas born and raised, deep in the heart of Texas. I don't really eat a lot of white potatoes, but I don't mind them. Actually, I'm so used to not eating white potatoes. Actually, I'll eat red potatoes occasionally, which are supposedly a little healthier. They have a little bit more nutrition to them. But I remember once I kind of gave up potatoes for a long time on this diet. There we go. Some UK high fives. That's right, lemon drops. You're in the UK, if I recall correctly. Going to Dallas again this summer. I went to Dallas, I think it was there last year? Question mark? A year and a half ago. There's nutrition on the potato skin. That's what I've heard. I've heard that before. That may be true. Another reason why I don't like to skin the potatoes. I mean, I think that's one of the conventional thinkings. I'm sure there's some nutrition inside the potato. I mean, that's where you're getting a lot of the carbs. So, all right. So that took a long time, but we had a missing potato and wasn't planning for that. Okay, making sure the bottom isn't melty. All right. So what I should also do is I'm going to use coconut oil, and this is another good thing to use with this. So the coconut oil is a really happening thing these days. Let me, so you don't see my cut off head here. Let's go there. So coconut oil has been pretty popular the last couple of years. It has tons and tons and tons of different uses, even other outside of cooking. You can look those up online. It's pretty amazing. But it's, or if you guys just take a smell here. It smells coconutty, right? Pretty decent. So we're gonna throw in a tablespoonish. I'm not gonna measure it because we nobody got time for that. Which is a lie. We definitely have time for that, but who cares? Really wants to see this meatloaf. He's been meaning to make it, and we want to make sure that he gets to see the results. Okay, so I threw a little more than a tablespoon in there, but that's okay. That's all right. So what we're gonna do, so you see here, this is melting. You can kind of see it. Bloop. So it's melting. Yeah, that's way more than a tablespoon. you can rub it on your body to get a tan. I think I made you sneeze. I'm sorry, Vissa. Are you allergic to coconut? So I went to Dallas-Fort Worth last weekend. Those cows in the stockyards are not grass-fed, by the way. Are they corn-fed, I presume? But yeah, I mean, I've heard, and I think I tried this once too, is like with coconut oil, you could put it in your mouth and let it sit, and it's supposed to like pull like bacteria or stuff out of your teeth and, you know, all that shenanigans. So that's pretty sweet. We're doing for science here. We're going to take all this, and this is probably too small of a pan, but this is normally the size of pan that I would use, but I also don't use like a double massive sweet potato. So we'll fail together, guys. I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, so we're going to turn this up to medium high-ish. Really the goal here is to steam these. I'm a little worried that I do have too many sweet potatoes in here. Ooh, that's hot. I didn't. So we got a medium high. Let's go more towards the medium because I don't want to burn the crap out of them. Smell sensor for Twitch. That would be brilliant. Yeah, I mean that could get kind of, you know, some viewers that probably don't always take a shower. Like I actually haven't taken a shower, but I don't smell that bad. I did work out again today though, but light workout. So I probably don't smell too bad, but it would be great in this situation for sure. Oh, really? Something went wrong, laptop? You mean it's not normal for you to like just go on hiatus for 20 minutes? Copyright pending. I like it. So we're going to steam these. It's probably going to take a while, even more so than what the recipe says, which I'm going to be able to share with you, I think. All right, guys, we're doing it. We're going to copy the URL, Control C, go to Twitch chat. All right. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Maybe. Boop. Yes. Guys, we did it. We did it. Mighty, I go on holiday to Tenerife in 2 weeks for 1 week. I'm not sure. I probably butchered that name, but where is that at? And that's good that you get a holiday. That sounds awesome. It is spring break coming up here. Is that, well, if you're in, oh God, we're coming back. Okay, note to self, never touch the screen again. Got it. I really just don't like how my head's like mostly cut off though, but I think I'm at a different angle than what I was last time. Like I had you on my microwave last time. Oh, Spain, nice, very nice. I have not been to Europe yet. My goal is to make it to Italy. My family, my mom's side of the family is from there. I promise I will not purposely drop you, Vissa. There's a good chance I may do it on accident, but hopefully you will see it in your heart to forgive me for that. Pre-apologizing for future drops here. So this will take a little while to steam, and so this is the part where we let it steam with the coconut. We put a lid on top of it so it'll help it steam. Otherwise, all the moisture would just go up in the air, and while the potatoes would dry out, they wouldn't really steam very well. The bottom would cook, but whoa, Floppy with the 500 cheer button.
It smells good.
Hey, she even read it too. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. It does smell really good, and it's we're only like a third of the way there. Thank you so much for the bit bomb, buddy. Hey, Nebula, how you doing, man? Yeah, we just got the recipe linked in the chat, so you guys can feel free to kind of check it out. What it's supposed to look like. Mine will look like how I want it to look like. But see, we're done with this. I've already made brown rice, and so I make. Pretty much, again, like I was talking about with my diet, I eat a specific amount of carbs and protein and fats. Basically, I like to just eat a lot of meat. So sometimes I forget to eat carbs. Now, carbs you generally get from, if you eat a conventional diet, you get it from breads and cereal. And most of that's, I would say not so healthy carbs, but, that's just my opinion. So I'm trying to get carbs from... I get it from fruit, which I probably get way too much from fruit, but generally you get it from veggies. But for me, I'd have to eat like a crap load of veggies. I'd have to eat like a half of a garden in order to get enough carbs, I feel like. And I don't want to do that. That's a lot of food prep. Alright, so we're gonna flip these around. So I eat sweet potatoes and brown rice to get some healthy carbs. Okay, it's smelling really good here, Fluffy. Fluffy gets the first bite. He just threw a bit bomb. Not that I'm gonna like. You guys will. I want you to go on like a bidding war for first bite or first love, but mighty kind of you, Fluffy. I really appreciate it, buddy. So this, let's see. Yeah, you can still see it. I won't. I told you I wasn't gonna touch you guys again. I apologize. Restraining order. So yeah, this will probably need another 5-ish minutes of steam. And then what we're gonna do is. Some of you guys saw the bloody ground turkey that's I already thawed out. We got a pound of that. We're going to plop that right in there. We're going to steam that too. Just commingle all that beautiful action. And then season it, of course. And then once all this is done, then we're just going to take back off. All right. Sorry, Ivissa. We're going to throw the toppings on top of the meat that's in the oven. For those of you who know there is not a bun in the oven, not pregnant, but there is a bunch of meat in the oven. About 2 pounds worth of grass-fed ground beef that is baking right now and browning out. And that's how things brown right there. So we'll put that together. Give it another 5 or so minutes in the oven once all the action's together, and then eat it. And I'll probably eat it on camera because I'm going to be hungry, and that was really fun turning this into the social eating. And I have a little bit of ice cream cake too, so I might as well eat a little bit more of that. For those of you that missed that last night, I kind of just ate it right away, right when the stream started. And, some of you guys missed out on that. So I guess, this is getting pretty close. All right. I might as well just grab the ice cream cake and start thawing it out, right? It seems like a good idea. Okay, we'll do that. If you guys insist. I'll show it to you. Probably doesn't need a lot of thawing. Alright, so this is the other half of it. I know a lot of you guys didn't get to see it last night. In hindsight, it was not a good idea to eat half of it in one sitting when I had already had a full day of eating normal meals. But this is a Reese's peanut butter one. Still good. I was thinking about eating the other half on. Yeah, there's ice cream. If you hang around here, you'll get to see me another quarter of this. I think I'll eat that on stream. Of course, you got to save it for after dinner. But I ate half of it last night while playing Hearthstone, and really I just more inhaled it as the stream was starting. So like 3 people saw me eat it. So yeah, we'll get this out to thaw it a little bit. Put this on the table. On your way, Coda. Get over here. There's one more piece for you, buddy. But yeah, it's my birthday week, so I thought about, why not? All right, so I think Friday I'm going to try to make, I was thinking about making pizza today and the meatloaf, but I'm like, that's just too much. Let's just, especially with doing it on camera, want to try to make sure I'm not making my mind explode here. So I might make pizza on Friday. Yeah, for Fortnite players only, says Fluffy. Whoa. Well, I mean, I think I'd share it with all you guys, but I might need to get a couple more at the store though from DQ. That's a pretty good ice cream cake. I never really grew up with ice cream cake, so I enjoy those, and the cookie cake too. I thought about getting that, but DQ's closer. I'm gonna eat so much in front of you guys. I was also planning to eat like a protein smoothie that's thawing out on that I made yesterday. That's thawing out from yesterday. All right, so we'll see if we are able to eat all this food on camera. I'm sure I could. It's gonna take me a while. All right, so look at the sweet potatoes here. They're searing up. There's some that are getting this nice, beautiful char to it. Let me see if I can show you some of that. Okay, sweet potato, yeah. I'm the boss. All right, let's see. Can you see it? Maybe. The lighting, I'm sorry, the lighting sucks here. I need to work on this, but I've never seen ice cream cake before. It's not right. Oh, it's so right, Avissa. Everything about it is right. You just come to the States, and it's pretty great. It's pretty great. So let's just kind of measure it. It could be a little softer. We'll give it, I don't know. It's probably good enough. It's probably good enough. So, let me make sure I catch them on chat here. Yep. Okay, we're good here. All right. So, DQ, how do Dairy Queen commercials go in other states, or do they say, that's what I like about Texas too? They definitely don't say that about Texas and Iowa. I'm trying to think what their slogan is, but I've definitely seen Dairy Queen commercials, grown up with them. That's the blood and juices from my ground chicken that I thawed out. All right, I know, doesn't that just look appetizing, guys? Just big old hunk of meat there. Yeah, I didn't know they would just, Dairy Queen just like, they just say, hey, Texas, you're awesome, man. Just, that's how we enjoy our ice cream. Pretty bold statement, but, you know, whatever, they make money. So, what we did, we just threw a pound of ground turkey. So in the recipe it says ground chicken. Ground turkey is a lot easier for me to find most of the time. So I'm just going to break this up, commingle all this action. Then we're going to brown this, and then we're going to season the crap out of it. I'm so glad getting more and more UK viewers. My struggle is most of the time I stream evenings in the US, and that's like say 7 hours, so usually 1 or 2, 3 in the morning for you guys. And you know, I want to try to find times where I can stream for you guys too. A lot of you guys are subs and donators, and I really appreciate that. And I want to make sure I can kind of entertain you guys as much as my US brethren. All right. So this will brown pretty quickly. Oh, that was a bad decision to take a bite of that ice cream cake. Just even the little Reese's peanut butter cup. So good. But yeah, as I was saying, it's my birthday week. My birthday's on Thursday. I won't have a stream planned for there, but I took Friday off. And I'm going to hopefully make just some small little mini pizzas and eat the rest of that ice cream cake. All right, so we got this broken up. Let me cover that up. And so Avissa, yeah, great question. What else have I cooked on stream? Well, glad you asked. I've only cooked one other time, and that was about a week and a half ago. 25 years already. We'll say 34 is actually what I will be a couple days, but I appreciate it. So I cooked a bunch of bacon. So I cooked one of my favorite breakfasts, which was bacon, eggs, and hash browns, seasoned up. And I cooked a double batch of it. So it ended up being 4 packs of bacon, which I think was like 40 ounces of bacon. It ended up being, 4 times 14, 40, 50, 56 slices of bacon, if I recall correctly. And if I'm still good at math. But so 56 slices of bacon, spread it over about 7 or 8 servings, because I do a lot of food prep. So like even this is going to be, you know, I live alone, I'm by myself, so I'm going to make this in 5 servings, this meatloaf that we're going to be done with hopefully pretty soon, because I'm getting hungry. Right. So the hard part's pretty much over, is cutting the potatoes and putting the meat all here. We just got to season it up, gussy it all up for the big show. Oh, that's awesome that you're looking that day. I really appreciate it. And it's great if you come back as well, so even better. I'm still working on the IRL cooking here. I admit I think the lighting is not as good as I'd like. Still trying to figure out the angles. This is my first time using Streamlabs as whatever the streaming software on my phone. Last time I used Twitch, and that worked out okay, but now I can actually see chat on here. I have my widgets too. So I think I like this a little bit better. It actually lets me go different angles, but the weird thing is when I was at like the up and down angle, which I think is what I really like, it shows like that on Twitch. So then there's like these huge black bars, and ain't nobody got time for that. So now we're gonna add. This is mostly browns. We're gonna go ahead and add our seasoning. We're gonna add onion powder, garlic powder, and our secret weapon, fake Frank's Red Hot Sauce. You guys, Frank's Red Hot Sauce is so good, and it's actually pretty healthy too because it's just vinegar and aged red cayenne peppers and salt. It does have xanthan gum, which is not a real thing, but that's the only like non-natural ingredient in there. I mean, I think even xanthan gum's not too bad, but it's just a phenomenal thing to spice up your foods, and it's healthy. Yeah, like Buffalo Franks. I used to eat that all the time. I forgot all about that, Kona. Thank you for bringing that up. I used to eat that with chicken all the time. The only reason why I don't use the Buffaloes is it does have, I think, some other stuff in it. But honestly, I'm flexible with my diet. So you know what? I think just because you said that, I'm going to probably buy some of that next time. It does have a few more ingredients, but it's really good. But I could, I've been eating this diet for 3-4 years. I'm okay with being a little bit flexible with some of the things. So I think this had a specific measurement of how much of this we're going to put in there. I'm just going to look this way. Oh yeah, this seems about right. So that was probably about a half a cup, maybe a quarter to a half cup. I think it calls for a half cup if I recall correctly. Let me check. It doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be mad if I put too much in there. I always put too much in there because there's no such thing as too much Frank's. So, and I'm still have the oven or the stove on too, so it's still kind of cooking in there. Now the only thing I don't like about this version, this is the cheaper version from Aldi. My favorite store because it's super cost efficient, but it is a little bit waterier, slightly. So it's even more so I want to like get it in here and kind of cook out that extra water. All right. Oh my God, guys, you really need to see this. You need to smell it. Fluffy, if you thought it smelled good before, it smells ridiculously good right now. This is why I make this dish. Is that like I've just made just the topping before and eaten that like with rice. It's so good. You get the salty, vinegary smell and the spicy smell from the Franks. You get the sweet from the sweet potatoes. You get the garlic and the onion powder. Oh my God. It's seriously, this is what gives me a mighty-gasm for sure. We didn't even throw it in the seasoning yet either, so I should be doing that. Where's my, there we go. So the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. Yeah, my mouth is watering too. Let's see. Let me check here. It has some butter substitute in it, I think. Oh yeah, you're right. Good call, Kona. You're absolutely right on that. He's talking about the buffalo. The buffalo version of Frank's does have like some of that in there, and I eat a fairly strict diet, but it's only because I enjoy it. And like I said, I eat brown rice, which technically isn't paleo, but it's a pretty healthy way to add in some carbs, and it goes with all my dishes, and it's really easy to cook because I just cook it in the microwave. And we already, Vista and I already talked about how awesome the microwave is. So, woo, something was really spicy there. So, like I said, the recipe called for 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to use 1 tablespoon. So 3 teaspoons makes 1 tablespoon. Lesson for the day. Oh, Buffalo Franks. Okay, so let me explain that to you here. Let me keep this going. And whoops, that spilled. Let me stir this up. So Frank's Red Hot Sauce is a brand of hot sauce. It's essentially this, and it's really vinegary and spicy. So Frank's is the brand. Now, what we were talking about with Buffalo is they have a different variation of the original Frank's Red Hot Sauce, which is buffalo flavor. So Buffalo is probably just some Americanized type of flavor. It's also kind of like the hot sauce, but it's got even more heat to it. It's probably sweeter, maybe a little bit buttery, velvety flavor, which is probably why they had the butter substitute in it. I don't know if there's a better way to describe it, but Buffalo is very popular here in the U.S. usually with chicken, because chicken's pretty bland. So you throw some buffalo sauce on it or buffalo seasoning, and it just gives it a ton of deliciousness to it. All right, we can turn this off. And I want to make sure I show you this. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, babe. Mwah. All right. I think it's good. Let me try a little bit of the meat too. So I'm gonna sample this, make sure it's seasoned well enough here. I think we're okay. I feel like I could use, so I even used a little extra seasoning, because like I said, I used three teaspoons or 1 tablespoon instead of 2. Oh, wing sauce in the northern U.S. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably Buffalo, New York, right? I feel like that's where like buffalo wings became a thing. So hopefully that kind of helps explain it. Basically a different type of flavor hot sauce at a high level. So from the site, authentic restaurant taste, ready to use right out of the bottle, Frank's Red Hot. You even got the register sign. Good call, Kona. We don't want to get sued. Was a secret ingredient used in the original buffalo wings created in Buffalo, New York, 1964. Nice, that's awesome. So I'm sorry, Alec, are you from Toronto? And not, did I say the States? Or from Canada? Shoot, I want to learn where everybody's from and definitely remember all of our conversations too. And I'm working on it, I'm getting better at it, but yeah, so, but from Connecticut, okay. So you're pretty close to Sabotage, right? Because I think he's up in the northeast. Stop dipping, double dipping. Yeah, I can't help it. It happens. It happens. Okay. Yep. So this is probably good enough. I don't know. It's fine. It's delicious. It's like, is it a 10 or is it a 9? It's more of a 9. But I put in some extra of the garlic and onion powder seasoning just on a whim because I put extra sweet potatoes in there. Got to head out. Roommate is cleaning the house and not gonna make him do it himself. So that's really nice of you. Thank you so much, Who Cares, for hanging out. We'll have the VOD on YouTube too. I know you really want to see the finished product. Before you go, I'll show you the meat at least. We're about 80% of the way through it, so you're going to see most of this. Woo! But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Who Cares? Early on too, while I was getting all the camera stuff situated. I really appreciate it. So here is the topping. You can see this. So orange and a little bit white from the ground turkey. We're just plopping it on here. Is all we're doing. And actually, I should show you. I want to show Who Cares this too. So this is just a big fatty piece of meat, really. It probably doesn't look great to all of you, but to me it looks delicious. Let me use the camera. Let me move the camera instead of the boiling hot thing of meat. All right, we're gonna plug it too. All right, so let's see. You should be able to see this. So yeah, it's a little bit fatty. I mean, it's 85-15, so that means 15% fat in the meat, but it's so good. It's so good. All right, let's get you not upside down. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, thank you, Who Cares, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You've been able to hang out, and especially while I was probably making everybody seasick with the camera. So we're gonna actually what we need to do is we need to flip this too. So it's a good thing we didn't screw that up. Now, I bet what you're asking is, how the heck am I gonna flip this 2-pound piece of meat while it's in a huge thing of fat? Well, I'll show you. This is the Mighty Rai method. This was actually adapted all the way from the Egyptians back in BC era. Not good at history. So what I do is I cut it in half and then I flip half of it and try not to splash piping hot grease on myself. Okay, yep, we did it. Well, half of it. Boom. That's right. So you got so we did it. We did it, guys. PogChamp. I'll show you. So I know it looks a little weird right there, but I don't really care about that. I mean, we could, of course, for you guys, we'll do this. I'll flip it. I'll flip this here. Boop, boop, boop. There's my face. I have a face. Most of us have faces. Sorry if you don't. All right, so we'll do this just for you guys. I never do this for myself because I don't really care, but ta-da! The pieces fit back together. Yeah, I think it's really good. Thank you, Avis. I appreciate that. But yeah, you can see like the greenness is from the basil and parsley seasoning. I really appreciate it. Wish you guys could all try it by, or at the very least smell it, because it's my favorite dish. So let's see here. All right, boom. So that is a lot of topping. That is more topping than we normally have, but that just means we win. So, oh my goodness. God bless America. God bless all the countries. This is so much topping. Yeah, this is probably too much topping, but it really too much topping doesn't exist because it's going to be good. But yeah, okay, I'm going to triple dip here. Yeah, so good. So, and I'm also going to throw a little bit more Frank's on there because it tells me to. Boom. All right, it's going to go in the oven for another 5 minutes. So there you go. You can see it. You can see the little drizzle of Frank's I put on there. You got the, you can't even see the meat because there's so much topping. And part of the reason why there's also so much topping too is because normally I'm eating it out of the pan because it smells so good, and not usually people are watching me, but you guys are watching me, so I'm trying to be on my best behavior. So I'm gonna throw this back in the oven just for another 5 minutes, just to commingle the flavors. We had the beef in there extra long, so we probably don't even really need to throw it back in there, but we will. So let's put 5 minutes on the clock using the handy dandy microwave, because microwaves do everything for me. Let's do a little bit of cleanup, but what I already figured out, I'm going to do 5 servings of this for the week. Hey, you behave, you're being watched. I know. Big brother's watching me, guys. You guys are big brother. There we go. We got all the lids. So just putting the lids back on all my seasonings while we have 5 minutes to do a little bit of cleanup. I guess something entertaining I could show you here is my seasoning cupboard. I get a lot of seasonings. I do a lot of cooking. I mean, I'm not, by no means am I a pro cook or anything like that, but I enjoy cooking. I use avocado oil quite often. That's something that's probably many of you guys haven't seen before. It's something that's newer that I use. As you can see, everything is completely out of order, not turned face towards the front, but it's all right. That's how I roll. Organized chaos in my world. Hey, Razor, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, grab a plate. We actually have a pretty good amount of meatloaf, or Meatzza as it's called. I'm going to go ahead and throw all this in the sink. And throw a few things away while we wait. So I told Slissa that I was gonna. Slissa, for those of you who know, is another Hearthstone streamer, and she does IRL cooking sometimes too. Yeah, you can see my head. She was cooking this morning. She was making breakfast burritos, I believe, and I told her that I could drink Frank's Red Hot Sauce too. Oh my God, it's so good. I made you go buy ice cream too. You're the third or fourth person I think that I've mentioned made them buy some sort of ice cream or ice cream cake or cookie cake. So my job is done as a human being. Slissa was talking about making something. She's never had meatloaf before. I told her, hey, let's get this Slissa Slumber Party 2018, something I made up, by the way. I don't think she's agreed to it, but I'll cook that for you if that ever happens. So hopefully she'll check out the VOD, though. I'll make sure I mentioned her in here and she can see what meatloaf looks like. So I don't think she's ever seen it before. Let's see. So We're actually going to eat a little bit more of the ice cream cake razor, because why not? We have 2 minutes and 12 seconds, 2 minutes and 11 seconds, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 2 minutes. Oh, wait. Sorry, that's an office joke. If anybody remembers Dwight, shoot, I did forget to put salt and pepper on the topping. I think that was maybe what was a little off, but that's okay. It's all right. It's still gonna be pretty darn good. Live stream snowblowing. Hopefully, I won't have to snowblow anymore. It's actually 60. Supposedly, it's 60 degrees here. Hey, Funky Monk, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping on. We were just talking about you. Who cares? I think. Who cares the streamer, not the who cares the noun action. I don't know words that well, but he was saying he ran into you too. So I really enjoyed chatting with you last night. It was awesome. Yeah, what deck am I playing? Well, I'll show you the deck I'm playing. It is. I'll link it in chat for you. Boom. Now, I know that was probably a Kappa joke, and it's a good one, Alec. I will say that. That was just a text message or something on my phone. Pay no attention to those coins being racked up. But as far as I will do a Hearthstone or Fortnite stream, I threw a poll out on Twitter, just say, what deck do you want me to play? Kingsbane Rogue, more Kibblard Claws, the Rummaging Jade Claws from last night. Hey, thank you so much, Funky Monk, for the follow, man. I really appreciate it, buddy. The Panty Raid. That was so fun, though. It was really fun talking to you. Can you cook for us at the Regis Pizza Party? Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if Regis is ever going to join the pizza party. I might have to throw my own pizza party. Thank you, Ric Flair, for the woo. But I would definitely cook there. I almost thought about throwing one myself, but I kind of want to wait till like a big milestone, like 100 or 500 subs if we ever get there. I think right now we're at about, I was going to check the numbers, but I think we're right around 18 or 19. So of course at 25 subs, we will have a gift card giveaway. And then I think I'm also going to do the Carlton on video, because why not? Carlton dance. One of the greatest dances of our era. Okay, the microwave says meat's done. Who am I to question the meat, or question the microwave about the meat? Not me. All right. Be careful when sticking your head in ovens. They're warm. Ta-da! I'll bring the camera to it again. Okay. Guys, we're about ready to level up here. Hey. Yeah, I know Jet also. Jet's really cool. I re-rated him one other time, and we're actually in his, he's got a best of 5 season going on. So yeah, Jet's a super nice guy. I really like, he's always super supportive, super nice dude. I also host him. It's really nice kind of having all these really cool connections of friendly Hearthstone streamers. So yeah, this is the magic right here. It tastes better than what it looks. So even if you think it looks awful, I understand, but it tastes better than it looks. So now it's time for the social eating part of the show. If I can figure this out. Oh, I'm sore. Okay, so we have our ice cream cake over to the side. Ooh, this is a way better angle than over there. All right. Trying to generously open. So this is the other half of the ice cream cake, Funky Monk, from last night. Hopefully, is Miss Monk with you too? I know she inquired about it as well. By the way, you and Mrs. Monk are just so awesome together. You guys are the dream team. I'm definitely gonna keep watching you guys. You guys are so cool. Boop boop. All right. Gimme. Let's see. So, even though I am a little bit of a caveman, I eat a lot of meat, I still will eat my dinner before dessert, at least today. Not always, but so we also have some brown rice that I already made in the traditional plastic, whatever you call it, container that the cavemen, cave people all used. So yeah, I'm gonna go dish a little bit up. I'll be back in about 14 seconds. Time me. Oh God, I'm running out of time. Can't find the spatula. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my goodness. It smells so good, guys. Too good. Oh. See the steam coming off of that? That's called freedom. That's freedom, guys. Look at that. See what I missed on chat here. Okay, good, nothing. All right, so I also need a fork. Again, caveman, I will use a fork. Probably don't need the apron on. Well, actually probably do. I eat like a crazy person. It's called freedom. I appreciate that, Coda. Glad you like that. It's just how I talk. Talk like a overly excited American. Can't help it. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of brown rice. Now, in the real world, when I'm not trying to perform in front of you guys, I'd have this rice be a little bit warmer and have it underneath the actual meatloaf, but you know, I forgot. We make mistakes, guys. Don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge. So, it basically looks like a Rocky Mountain of freedom. Oh, let me see. Let me make sure I can find an angle where you guys can see at least part of it. I apologize. Hey, Canadians are awesome. I've never met a Canadian that I didn't like, so Canada rocks, guys. And that's awesome. You over apologize. That's really a thing. I mean, that's not just a stereotype then. Hey, Chaz at the Chain, how you doing? We just finished cooking. I call it meatloaf, but it is the sweet potato meatza from paleomg.com. I'll relink the recipe here shortly. But you can kind of see a little bit of my first freedom bite here. This actually looks like a lot of food, and with how slow I eat when I talk to you guys, I might not make it. I'll try to make it through the ice cream cake. We'll see. It could hurt, but there's the freedom stream rolling off of it. But yeah, and a little bit of brown rice. So it's essentially just 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef, packed tight, cooked, browned and cooked through, and then we cooked all the orange is the sweet potatoes that we cut up and put in a frying pan with some ground turkey, and we seasoned the crap out of it with just delicious freedom stuff like garlic and onion powder and Frank's Red Hot. Mix that all together, cook that, throw that as on top of the layer of meat or the meat crust or the meatloaf, and just put it all together. Mmm. Boom. Now you can see it. All right, so I'm MacGyvered away so that you can see my food, which looks like a huge pile of food. Oh my god, I'm a monster. I'm eating way too much food. So I just put this on my bowl so you can see it. All right, so let me read Funky's message. I'm glad to hear this Regis story here. So on Funky Monk says on Wednesday around 10:30, Regis hosted him, 100 plus viewers for the second time. It's amazing, but very bad timing because I'd actually leave for an indoor soccer game like 10 minutes after that. Soccer that late? Come on, man. No, just kidding. So, being the lovely wife she is, Mrs. Monk streamed on the channel for me for about 2 hours with 70 plus people watching it. That is awesome. Oh my god. Wife of the year right there, guys. Wife of the year, the team of the year, guys. Cheers to the monks. Yeah, Regis is awesome though. There's so many of us that have watched Regis for a while, like since the YouTube days. I mean, he still does YouTube, obviously. But I mean, I discovered him probably about a year and a half ago. Of course, his top 10 list of top 10 best legendaries to craft, and that's what really got me hooked was because I played Hearthstone since the beta, but I never really took it seriously. I never really cared about being competitive with it. I just did the dailies because they know how to hook you at Blizzard. So I did that, and then I discovered his videos, and I watched them every time they came up. It actually so happened that another friend of mine, our IRL friend, liked them too, so we actually kind of reconnected based off of Regis. And then he also, once he moved to Twitch, I didn't even really know what Twitch was, so I kind of followed him over to Twitch and subscribed to him. Him and Kibler are my two favorite streamers. Him and Kibler, and also Celissa as well. Celissa's pretty cool. So watched them a lot, and it was just been really cool to kind of support him. And he's blown up because he has this amazing YouTube channel, and he's just a really good streamer as well. So that's so awesome that you know him and that you live in the same area as him as well. Oh, that's really cool, Kona. I didn't know you had a podcast. That's awesome. That's a really good thing to do because I'll share my story. As I didn't know anything about Twitch either. So, well, it's just a bunch of nerds watching video games, which I'm a nerd that watches video games. So no judgment here, but I thought, okay, whatever, I'll give it a shot. And I was like, why would anybody pay somebody to watch them play video games? You know, that doesn't make sense. I saw you and liked 1,000 bits, cheered to Kibler. Yeah, I bet you were confused. That's funny. Yeah, I cheered 1,000 bits to Kibler because he actually liked my tweet, and of course I just fangirled all over it. But I'm back. Hey, welcome back. Who cares? Yeah, it's probably going to be my dinner because, you know, obviously it's 3 o'clock. Normal people eat dinner, you know, between the 5 to 8 p.m. range. Not me, not my old butt. I'll eat dinner when it's ready, which happens to be 3 o'clock today because it just worked out that way. I just couldn't wait to stream and hang out with you guys. Now I'm eating this massive amount of meatloaf and rice right in front of you. So good. So it's boring being normal. Hey, that's all right though. I've embraced. I'm pretty boring and not normal. So I'm in that unique quadrant, or probably much smaller quadrant of the world. But I've embraced and I love it. This is really good. You guys should really try some. I cannot believe you guys haven't asked for any. I think I probably grabbed a little bit more than a fifth of the serving, but whatever. Oh, that's so awesome. Funky Monk had the privilege of meeting Kibler at BlizzCon. That would be awesome. Oh, I need to see that picture. I saw your picture with the Holy Bro. That's so cool, man. Kibler, I would just like freak out if I saw him. I love Kibler. He's awesome. Although I think Regis, I've tried to think about this. I mean, I like to go Kibler for, you know, new deck ideas and, you know, insight on the game. Although I think Regis is pretty good at that too. But Regis is just such a cool dude, especially in person. He's even nicer in person than he is, you know, on TV. Well, that's mighty kind of you to say. Who cares? That is probably the positive spin to it. That, you know, if I were boring, no one would be watching me. So that's probably true. But it does for me that you guys come and support me. It's really cool. I've never would have imagined I would be a streamer and do this type of stuff, but it's been really pretty cool. It's you know, getting to know you guys and the rest of the Twitch community and my community and stuff. It's actually been really fulfilling in my life. It's been pretty crazy. So yeah, it's been really nice. Okay, big bite. So tell me, what are your guys' favorite recipes? Anything that you make, or anything that your favorite food? Like any favorite foods that you have? You don't have to necessarily say that you make it. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Funky Monk, were you playing Kelseth Priest? Well, there's obviously at least 26 other Funky Monks, right? Hey, Zverd. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follow last night, too. How many portions did I make? I made 5. I probably... yeah, so that whole meatloaf that we saw, the big boat of a meatloaf and all the topping on it, I'll split that over 5 servings. 1 being right now. I might actually have to, like... I think I grabbed a little bit more than a fifth, because this seems like a lot. 4 for now, 1 for dessert. Yeah. Yeah, the food is really good. Thank you so much. It's let me relink the recipe too, so you guys have something to look at other than me chewing food. But boom, back. I'm a magician. Somehow I walked away and a recipe came on the screen. Oh God, oh God, nope. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it, phone. Okay, we're back. Whew. I accidentally clicked my own link and lost you. Lost the video feedback. Thank you for offering points too. I really appreciate the shout out, bud. Yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out with you last night. I'll definitely keep checking you guys out. With time, now we established we're the same person because you play Fortnite also and Hearthstone. But yeah, I'm generally also 90% more Hearthstone. It's an easier game to stream. I know it better. I'm decent at it, I think. But and you know, a lot of my community has come from Regis's community because they've been very supportive, and he's hosted me a couple times. I think about 3 or 4 times, and just I've made so many friends with Hearthstone through his community that they've also supported and working and donated and subscribed and such to my channel. So it kind of feels appropriate to continue to play Hearthstone, but I really do like Fortnite. Fortnite's really fun, and I'm really enjoying IRL cooking streams too. Still need to work out the kinks with the lighting, like over by the cooking station and the angles and such, but this is only my 2nd time, and you guys are still here, so it must not be too horrible, or you must just like all be Mother Teresa. Streaming's not too hard, and I can always help you out with that. Who cares? I have tons of resources. I actually share my Discord with there's so many other people on my Discord that also just started streaming, so I've been kind of helping them out with it. But if you try to think of the end goal, like you try to get to look like Regis's stream right away, it's going to be way too overwhelming. You have to kind of chip away at things that you just gotta start streaming, and then you don't have to be perfect early on. You won't be perfect early on, trust me. You may never ever be perfect anyways. But thank you, Vista. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I actually probably enjoy this even the most, even though I've only done 2 of these, because I can interact with you guys a lot better than when I'm try-harding at Hearthstone, or I'm worried about getting shot in the face and Fortnite. Yeah, we would totally support you there. Who cares? But you really just got to do it. And I have some good beginner sources, so definitely shoot me a message on Twitch, and I'll send you some of those. There's a really good article, I think, just talking about how to get started. See you, Razor. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of the work shift. No more Rock Paladins. I didn't hear any I thought I heard a Merkle there, but I was wrong. Just my fridge. Yeah, so normally if I were eating alone and not talking to somebody, I would have devoured all this. So this is also another nice byproduct of IRL social eating. Part of it is just to slow me down with eating. Well, the beauty with the streaming, who cares, is it's whatever you want to do with it. I mean, to grow and have a consistent base, you do need to set a schedule eventually. But I mean, I started out this way, and I'm sure a lot of people start out this way, is you just stream and see if you like it. If you don't like it, and you don't even have to worry about the rest of the stuff. But if you stream and you probably like it a little bit, I mean, and you'll stream, we'll support you, but there might be times where there's nobody there, and you just still need to kind of keep talking and play your game and just look at it as a fun thing to do. So yeah, no problem, Funky Monk. Appreciate you popping in and out. Go D3. Go try to save Decker Kane this time. Oh, I'm decorating. I can't do it with a full mouth here someday, but yeah, streaming's been pretty awesome. I mean, I wouldn't plan on getting, I think a dangerous attitude to have is I want to stream just for a career, which, I mean, that's a thing you can do, obviously, but so few people become, like Kibler or Disguised Toast, and puts a lot of pressure on you. So I think the best way to go about it is say you want to stream just to see what it's like. So you want to stream to have fun, stream to make friends. Kind of set very realistic goals to start, and then you kind of just go from there. So my goal was just to kind of check it out. I really like it, and really I love getting, of course, bits and subs and all that stuff, but the money doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. I mean, it floors me though that people throw money my way. I mean, it's like support I've rarely had throughout my whole life, so it touches the crap out of me, but it really does. But yeah, it's more for me, like, really enjoy making friends and connections. I mean, it was a little bit of a challenge for me too, because I like just normally I'm a competitive person, so there's a part of me that still wants to grow the viewership and make a bigger stream or something like that. I mean, I will admit that, but it's not really for the money though. It's just kind of a nice little fun challenge to be like an entrepreneur essentially. It's just kind of build your own channel or build your own business. But really enjoy just doing these IRL streams too. It's been really really awesome for me. Yeah, if you're playing games every night, that's usually how most people get started. So, but yeah, just keep your expectations like, hey, you're gonna go. There might be times where nobody's there watching. It doesn't mean they don't love you or aren't there to support you. It's just a lot of people have busy schedules or they're not on Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But just kind of keep an open mind on it. If you stay open-minded about it and you just take it as a fun experience, then you'll do great. And of course, we'll definitely support you whenever we can. Oh my goodness. This is getting cold, but it's still delicious. And I think as far as a dual effort, I think dual streams are really good. That's another reason why I like Funky Monk and his wife too. I think it's just more fun if you have somebody there to interact with. It's more fun for you, and it's more fun for the viewers too. I mean, it's really awesome seeing them interact. There's the Grinning Goat. They have two people that do Hearthstone Arena, and they kind of banter back and forth. I mean, if you listen to sports radio shows or most radio shows, there's two people bantering back and forth. I mean, I would like to do that too if I knew somebody really, really well that I'd want to do that. Or, like, I'd love to do it for, like with Regis, but, I'm very small time and I don't know that he's necessarily interested in that. I'm going to try to make room for cake. Not quite. I mean, I'm satisfied, but I'm still going to keep eating. Now my protein shake, on the other hand, I don't think I'm going to make it through that. I had this, I blended this up yesterday. This is berries, like a frozen berry blend, and chocolate protein. I know that's a weird combination, but that's all I got. I made a couple servings of that yesterday, and I should be eating that, but I don't know. Ice cream cake sounds way better. And it's pretty well thought out. So Who Cares says, I know there's a YouTuber I like to watch because I also play Battlefront 2, even though it's a dying pretty fast kind of game. It's kind of fun when you're bantering back and forth. Yeah, I would agree. I think I would like to have, I would love to have, like what Monk has, have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever that you could just play the game with. And I've always enjoyed when Kibler and his wife would stream together. It's just so hilarious watching their interactions. Yeah, for you, Avis, I'm going to try to make it through my piece of cake. Mmm. So good. Yeah, the sweet potato. A little bit of meat on there too, and a little bit of rice, but the sweet potato is so good. So soft. So garlicky and sweet also. It's like Jesus just like cooked these and he's like, here, you want the best sweet potatoes ever? Here you go. I'm like, thanks, dude. Yep, just gotta find a mate, but you know, that'll happen whenever it happens. So it's fine, you just can't post it to the UK. Meaning that you don't want me to post the me eating that to the UK so that you don't see it, or is that illegal in the UK to eat ice cream cake? I think that's what you were saying earlier, right? Was that you that was saying that it was wrong to eat ice cream cake? Almost done. Good day, Captain Taz. How you doing, mate? I'll post it so I can eat it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well this quarter will do in the mail. Getting it over to you. It's all kind of right. You are right. Who cares? It's all kind of right. How you doing today, Tars? Just waking up? Good. Glad you're doing well, bud. We just finished eating, as you can see, or mostly finished eating. We're gonna have a little bit more ice cream cake because that's the right thing to do. I recognized last night it was not a good idea to eat half of the ice cream cake all in one sitting, especially after eating a full day of meals. So I had a little bit of a tummy ache when I went to bed. I didn't sleep super well, but it wasn't too bad. So we'll just do a little bit at a time. I mean, I know I'm an adult and I can do what I want, but there's rules for a reason sometimes. Like, don't eat half of an ice cream cake. Now, it's a smaller ice cream cake, of course. But it's probably about 6 to 8 inches. Beef mince? Well, it is beef. I'll relink. Well, I'll show it to you actually. So this is what it looks like. This was my fifth that I ate. Was just like the little middle piece here. I know that's, and then yeah, that was definitely more than a fifth, I think. So bad at measuring, but basically you can see it's like 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef was packed in tight and just packed into this, and then I threw on some ground turkey and sweet potatoes that were already softened up and cooked, and then threw some Frank's Red Hot sauce. That's the red hint to it, and then lots of garlic powder and such. Okay. I know, right? PogChamp. Nom nom. That's an awesome emote. All right. Yeah, I think I probably should have measured a little bit better, but I had to hurry up and eat it. You know, I wanted to eat in front of you guys. That's all right. We'll make up those calories at some point. Yeah, it's my favorite recipe to cook, actually. It's actually in my Discord too. It's the very first recipe in our Discord. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. High five. We ate it all. Ish. Gotta clean the plate here without licking the plate. Okay. Now for ice cream cake. Now this might be a little bit more precarious to eat it this way. Yeah, we'll do it. Screw it. Oh yeah, it's super soft too. Here, why don't we do this? I think it's just getting in the way. I'm not gonna eat this half here. I promise. Hopefully, I promise. Hopefully, I can keep that promise. I should say. So let's make sure I didn't miss anything. So it's vanilla ice cream with whipped cream and Reese's peanut butter cup, and then there's like some just brownie action going on in here, or like cookie crumbles. That's what it is. Yeah, I'll let it face this way so you can really enjoy it. Mmm. That's so bloody good, mate. Do they have is ice cream cake a thing in the land of Oz? I mean, if I weren't, I mean, if I was by myself and not talking to you guys, I probably would have eaten this so quickly that I'm like, I'll have a quarter. Screw it, I'll just have a half. Nice, good. I'm glad they have that in Australia. I can go to Australia then. They have ice cream cake there. That's good. Yeah, I just got this at Dairy Queen on my way home yesterday before the stream. We got another podcast. Nom nom nom. Mmm, so good. I was just sliding down the fork. It's trying to make its way alive, trying to make its way out like the sweet potato that ran away from us earlier. Nope. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. So good. Yeah, this, let's see if you can see this. This is like, oh no, no, no. We'll try again. Yeah, it's really hard to get, but there's little cookie crumbles in there. Little brown stuff. Super good. Delicious and definitely not nutritious. Oh god. These are really a Vegemite cake, Tars. So Tars is from Australia. We go way back. We know each other from Regis channel too, and they like the Vegemite there. I never had it. I've heard, I wouldn't say mixed reviews because they've all been pretty negative reviews here of it in the States, but he loves it. So I support him on that. Is this illegal? Yeah, right? I feel like it's pretty illegal. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, good. There's no Vegemite cake. That seems, I mean, you said it with such confidence. I'm just a dumb American, so I don't know. I don't know. I know we should check the terms of service. Is it legal to eat ice cream cake on Twitch? Somebody will look that up. If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. You said it, who cares? Never would I have guessed that. Not only would I never watch a guy, I never would have guessed I would watch a person eating a cake on Twitch, let alone be the guy eating the cake on Twitch. So, what a beautiful age that we live in, right? Avista, this is the worst. Just for Avista, everybody, close earmuffs. This is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life, Avista. Everybody else, really good, phenomenal. So, what is your dessert of choice then, Avista? And hopefully I'm saying that right too. It's a pretty sweet name. Ice cream for brekkie. I've inspired a lot of people to eat ice cream. It's pretty hilarious. I feel like a true Twitch influencer now. Glad to hear you, Vista. That's awesome. We're kind of digging into the other piece of cake, but whoop. Chocolate mousse, nice. I mean, okay, perfect. I said it right, good. Yeah, I think you mean mousse. Chocolate mouse, though. I mean, I'd believe a Vegemite cake. I'd believe a chocolate mouse, too. I mean, all I know is you guys are crazy over there, man. Whoops. Accidentally grabbed one more bite from there, and then we'll throw this in the freezer. Chocolate mice does not seem delicious to me either. Unless that was like a. But we wouldn't say chocolate rabbits sound good. We eat chocolate rabbits all the time around Easter time. Oh man, so good. I win, guys. We're gonna eat the finale of this on Friday. I eat everything over there. Mmm. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Let's see. Let's wrap this up so I don't eat the rest of it really quick. Cheesecake's so good, Ivissa. Oh my goodness. That's a good choice. What? I mean, just probably a regular cheesecake, I presume. I know here in the States we have just all sorts of variations of cheesecake, chocolate cheesecake, and the such. I knew the question was going to come up about eating kangaroo. Now, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago on my stream. I'd like to try it, although it sounds like it's very lean, so it's, very tough, or maybe you said gamey. Yeah, lean and gamey. Yeah. All right, I'm going to throw this back in the freezer. I'm not ready to leave you guys yet because you guys are so awesome. You just keep piling in. Hey, Rachel! How you doing, dear? Don't eat bald eagle. That would be gross. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to eat a bird. I don't think I've eaten any birds. I've eaten duck before, which I didn't really like duck a whole lot. It's okay. Super greasy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I've eaten too many other birds. I don't know. Probably won't start either. You just missed the last bite, I think, Rach. Woo! Rachel's gonna buy a desktop PC. Hype! Chicken, kangaroo cheese. Oh god. I ruined the stream. How do I do this again? This is the other side of my kitchen. Nope. Okay, there's chat. Hi, chat. You literally just ate a turkey. Well, that is true. I guess, does that count as a bird? I guess they are birds, right? Seriously, what are you doing here? I don't know how I switched this around. I'm total noob here, guys. I was trying not to get on Twitch fails, but I failed at that. Okay, so we got that. Okay, yep, we know you're going to capture stuff on my screen. Okay, great. Good, great, grand. I know there's some way that, there's no symbol over here that reversed the camera, but it decided to reverse the camera, so I guess we're going, let's see, let's see, I mean, we can go back this way. We can go this way, and then, maybe you can see it. Make sure you can still see me here. Looking at my laptop to see if you can see me. Seems like you could. Might be upside down though. My god. Okay. Seriously. Okay, I know I sound like an... Alright, we're back here, I think. Sort of. Okay. Alright. We're back, guys. Sorry for those issues there. Seriously, like, I know I sound like an idiot here, which, doesn't... I'm not disputing that, but I just hit, like, the chat, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're gonna go this way, camera, and then I'm like, okay. There's no indication of how I can undo that. So, yeah. But we're back. Crisis averted. Yeah, and I definitely recommend, Rachel, buying a packaged one now too. You probably already know about this, but the graphics card market by itself is just skyrocketing. because of Bitcoin, because graphics cards are used in making a Bitcoin. So a lot of people are driving up the price of that. So it's actually better to buy a packaged PC than a not packaged PC, or building your own rather. Okay, so we'll package this up, the meal, not the whatever else you had in your head, but we're gonna package up each of these meals. So just 4 more, just because I don't really want to leave you guys, because you guys are all hanging out, being awesome. And then we'll play. I need to check my Twitter poll. But last was winning was Fortnite, so I might play Fortnite instead of Hearthstone. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. It sounds fun to me. I know Rachel and Tars like to play Fortnite too, so maybe they'll even join me. Although it sounds like Rachel is still having some laptop issues, or is just ready to give up on it. Jerks might be able to help you out too. If you want to, in our Discord, you can link or your Discord too. You could mention Jerks, because I know he's on buying computers, so he's probably up and up on what's good. Okay. Let's see. We need bigger containers. I have these containers, but I think they're gonna have to work. Maybe. Well, you might be able to use a different size container. So this is what I made. For those of you that didn't see, oops. Another bite fell into my mouth. So I made it for servings of 5. That's right, I'm cutting it with a spatula, because why not? Seems easier. So this is what the whole thing looks like-ish. Yeah, it's really good. It's my favorite recipe. So sweet, so garlicky, so oniony. All the freedom. It's so good. Okay, so we're going to try to do our best at divvying up the servings evenly. Which technically we've already failed at, because, you know, I probably ate a little bit more than a 1/5 to start. Alright, throw this on top of it, let the, as it cools off. And all the delicious flavor juices and the such, just hang out with the rice. The rice just soaks it up, and oh, it's hard to explain. All right, grabbing a paper towel, making a mess. Hey, see you, Kona Savage. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Sorry, chat just popped up here. So you have to work at 11. Okay, but off Tuesday and Wednesday, good. Yeah, thank you, Kona, for hanging out. I really appreciate it, bud. So this, Rachel, what this is it's sweet potato meatzza is what the recipe is called. It's from my favorite paleo website, paleoomg.com, and I'll link it to you again. I want to link it periodically too, as people kind of pop in and out, so you can see what I just made. But this is my favorite recipe, and I also have it in our Discord, or my Discord, as like the very first recipe. So good. One for you, one for me. One for you, one for me. Okay, well, we're going to try to pack this in here. But yeah, it's my favorite recipe. It just tastes so good. It probably needs more vegetables. But yeah, recipe doesn't really call for vegetables unless you count sweet potatoes, which I'm trying to remember, I think they do count as a vegetable, but they're kind of not a vegetable. I don't know. I forget the distinction on that. I mean, they're really like a carb. Hey, Red Sonja, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. We just did my second ever IRL cooking stream, because I like to cook, but most importantly, I like to eat. Hey, J Hill, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping back in. Man, are you streaming for long tonight? I am. I'm actually just finishing up my cooking IRL stream, but I'm probably going to jump over either the Fortnite or Hearthstone. I just need to check that out, but I probably will be streaming until around 8 or so. I appreciate you stopping by again after the awesome host the other day. Let's see. I'm trying right now, so I made a... yeah, definitely not a vegetable. Okay, thank you for Thank you for the clarification on that, Rach. Let's see. We just need... Yeah, we can pack it in here. So we made for those of you, just a bunch of you just piled in here all of a sudden into the room. We made a sweet potato meatzza. It's basically ground beef layer. Hey, Fox 7. Oh my God, everybody's popping in here. So I met Fox 7 and Red Sonia at the St. Louis Twitch meetup. Let's see, it'll be a week ago, right? So yeah, thank you guys for coming in and supporting the stream and popping in. And just did my second ever IRL cooking stream. Just made basically a meatloaf. Well, this is a really good look at it actually. Savor this. Boom. Screenshot that. Put that in your background. Put that on your phone background. Don't let your wife see it because I don't know, wife or husband or I don't know. I guess it's not risque, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's food porn, really. Thank you so much, Fox. It is delicious. It's my favorite dish. So let's see. What's the difference between hosting and raiding, by the way? Well, I think a raid technically is you just do that slash raid command, which is what I usually do at the end of my streams after usually playing Hearthstone. We go raid somebody else. So essentially, everybody goes. I transport all of us with the magic of Twitch and technology and the such. It boosts everybody to the new room, and then usually with a raid, there's like a protocol, like the streamer says, "Hey." Everybody say, "Hey, this is a Mighty Rai raid," and flash your Mighty gems and stuff like that in the chat, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, we're being raided! This is awesome!" And it's great. It's so fun. I've been raided a lot of times. It's really fun. All right, we're gonna have one more bite. That was a really good bite too. Maybe the best bite I even had today. But yeah, just a bunch of. This was basically a big hunk of ground beef packed in, kind of like a meatloaf, but without the usual binding agent of egg or breadcrumbs or saltines or anything.
We will shake this world to our will.
Speaking of which, I think I got a host that just popped in. A host or a raid. Of course, I'm not seeing it as much on my phone. Maybe I'll see it at some point. But thank you, whoever popped in with the host or the raid. I really appreciate it. Mighty awesome of you. We're just plating the rest of this, and then I think we're going to figure out... well, you guys are in chat. Oh, nice, Red Sonia. You got the Zeely sub emotes, too. The PogChamp. Uh-oh. Is this... I feel like I need to... Yeah, hello, hoster. Whoever you are, I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't see it on my phone. Technology, I mean, right? So let's see. Let me get a vote from you guys, because you guys are the most important, because you guys are here hanging out. Would you rather see me play Hearthstone or Fortnite? I mean, I'd actually continue to chat, too, with you guys, too, for a bit. But, you guys will have to, really be on your toes with chatting.
We will shake this world to our will.
Oh my God, another host, I believe. So, and here I am, just using my phone and can't see who it is. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, we finished scooping this up. This is the slow boomerang throwing over here. That's right. Oh no, somebody died. Red Sonia died. I see rip, rip, rip. Okay. Well, we have a huge mess to clean up. I don't know if I want to really do that on stream. I'm working from home tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much, Fox. So it sounds like it was Fox and Red Sonia with the host. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome of you. Very cool peeps. Please shoot them a follow because they're obviously really cool because they're hanging out here with us. With the cool Mighty crew. And, yeah. Support us small streamers. Oh, you're joking about the word? Okay. It's all good. It's all good. All that matters is you're here. Let's see. So, we're just going to grab a couple more lids and point you up here. Twitch chat, I'm up here, not here. Here, not here. Alright. Grab a couple more lids. You'll teach me, Tars. That's fair. Yeah, I do need to learn how to throw my boomerang. I do have one, and it's just collecting dust. Yeah, we could probably do that on stream sometime. I don't know. That'd be pretty. I definitely need a camera man or woman to help me out with that though. Because obviously I'll be chucking the ring, as the kids in Australia say. Right? Tars, you can back me up on that, right? I mean, if I lived in Australia and I was chucking a boomerang, I'd call it chucking the ring. I'd always do that simple too. So that's how you do that. Oh man, we made a mess, guys, but we won. We won the day. We food prep for the next 4 days. We ate another piece of ice cream cake, so obviously we won automatically there. We have a little bit of a mess, but you know, I'm working from home tomorrow, so we'll just